heroes, masculine activists to retire, that he can take it and be what he thinks of as king of the new cinema. So the story of Arzee the Dwarf opens on a day when Arzee has news from somewhere this is happening, that heroes is retiring and Arzee is going to be king of the new. So the first action will be released is I think there is game time because I have copies, but yeah. I'm going to read I just was earlier in the book, Arzee on his way to work to the cinema in a Grand Road station, and I was reading a couple of weeks ago in Canada, which is he read the book, and the day before the evening we met up, and he said, "We have been mark out the passages." I know what to talk to you about. So I just marked the passages, and I realized the passages almost like a song of music, or it's so I put up a title for each passage. So the title I wrote for her was, for this passage was Arzee Dreaming. This is Arzee on his way to work. Having just let his friends in mind on his way to work alone. Exultant, he felt pity for the friends he had left behind, because their lives were so small and narrow, and the humdrum world grew steep and rough of it. They lived in a middle zone and never knew what it was to really see something. And from his friend, Arzee's mind moved now to his mother. His own mother, who like all mothers still thought of him as a child and worried that he was suffering even so much that a fly came to rest on ground. How pleased mother will be to hear this news. A happiness would stop his own and crown it. And, roused, Arzee began to think of the wife who was coming for him. The girl with hips, breasts, and long hair, sandals, and earrings, who would change his life from the moment she set foot inside his little home. His brother Mobin would have to move out of the room they shared between them, and in would come his wife. That certainly was a great bargain. Arzee laughed aloud when he imagined Mobin's frame, long as his own was short, stretched out on a drawing room sofa, his feet sticking out resentfully, while he, Arzee, took his pleasure inside. Food cooked in a different way. He was tired of the work of his mother's free and stocky hands. A new kind of stock at home. He was bored the same half-set connectivity was mother's next one, and the quality of vegetables in the market. And the body coming to rest next to his at night. And then all the lights off, and someone close, soft, breathing up and down, waiting to be touched in all the darkness and silence by walking fingers. Please take it. Arzee thought of 5,000 as the margin between the head projection salary and his own, and all the little satisfactions that were now in his power. Beads and necklaces for his mother, and bangles and trinkets for his wife, and something for Mobin, and peppermints and candied cherries, white shirts in the export reject shop, a belt with a dragon buckle, lottery tickets, crates of mangoes in summer, fat fish, plum chicken, perfume and deodorant spraying away. It seemed to him that the whole world was available for sale in chunks of 5,000. Thank you very much. So as I said, this was Arzee's dreaming, and essentially the story is of a man who's very little in his big imagination. So Arzee is a dreamer, and that is both his nature and his problem in life, because he sees all these things and some of them don't come true. So there's a gap between his imagination and reality. As there is for all of us, I think. We all have these, we see somebody's going to fall in love with us, we see something going to happen in our lives, and that doesn't always happen. And that tension is what makes our life interesting for us and for other people around us. So also I felt that the cinema, some people have asked me, did you just put in the old cinema because it's very romantic, it's like cinema parody, so it makes some nice stories. But I think the cinema is important because cinema is also a place where you go to see screens. the lights go off and you see in the darkness, and kind of light goes on in front of you that's very bright and intense, and it's a kind of higher light which you immediately like aspiring to it. So Arzee, in a way, is the custodian of this beam that creates this new, higher kind of reality, and that's what gives the security in the world. That allows them, still 3 foot 5, but it allows them to deal with everybody. It's like whenever he walks out in the world, he's carrying the mood along with him. So I think I'm going to read one more passage, if that's okay with you, and then have a couple of questions. But I'm not going to read about Arzee anymore.
No, go.
I'm going to read about. Right. One of the things I enjoyed most about writing Arzee the Dwarf was, the whole book is narrated from Arzee's viewpoint, so there's lots of characters who only have one appearance. They come and they leave, and the one meeting is all you can know about them. So there's one ghost in the story, and he's called Arzee, and he used to be a stockbroker when he was alive. So Arzee sometimes goes in the morning to play cards with his friends, and Arzee, the stockbroker, used to occupy a room very close to these friends. So this is a bit about Arzee, the stockbroker. I saw Arzee ghost in the corridor this morning. Said Hari, don't take pride if you see him, Arzee. I won't. Why should I? He won't mess with me as I never knew him, said Arzee. Arzee tied up a full shoelace, put his collar up, and left with a breezy wave, thinking of Arzee. If ever there was an instance of someone so in love with this world that even death could not tear him away from established routines and unfinished business of living, then it was Arzee the stockbroker, who used to still live on the floor just below Shivli. 2 years ago, Arzee, a bachelor, had been hit by a stroke and had passed away. But not for long, for it seems he passed right back in. Within a week of what was thought to be his final, irreversible departure, he was seen back on his first floor corridor, and not even hurriedly in the black of night, but nonchalantly in the clear light of day. His hand was at his hip, and he kept drawing and exhaling, smoking a cigarette, as he often would while taking a break when he was alive. One person, not knowing who he was talking to, had then held a conversation with Arzee for 10 minutes, and had come away with advice to hold on to the absence to grow and instead of real night. Arzee's belongings had all been disposed of, but at night Chandrahas heard a familiar sound of tapping on a keyboard from down below, and the scraping of a spoon as Arzee gazed lonely in her sleep. As the room was clearly haunted, no one was willing to rent it anymore. And so Arzee stayed right where he was, and it was as if he'd never gone. Out of curiosity, Chandrahas had a pack of cigarettes at Arzee's door one night, and the next morning it was gone. Ghosts clearly weren't as airy and insubstantial as was commonly thought, but had a need for the truth of this world. Perhaps there were many others like Arzee in the city. Once it was established there was one like him. There was no reason why there couldn't be more, all playing the part of life, giving to answer the roll call of the world. What a curious thing was life, and death too. As Arzee went down the street, he could hear a clamor, and when he arrived in the street, he found himself slammed by shrieking school children in the white and navy blue, hurtling past him. The sight of children always amazed Arzee, not just because of elementary told. Although there were no more than 10 or 11, they were all taller than him. Their smooth teeth seemed to be laughing at the stubble he grew, their growing limbs flexing and showing off in front of the soft ones. The curious disconcerted him. They couldn't be allowed to roam in like this. Arzee stopped at the head of the storm and passed, feeling behind trails of stragglers, eating ice cream, creating marbles, or flying paper rockets. He walked past these last ones, meeting their tails with tails till they looked away. He leapt at the low branch of a tree and got down a angular place. In the great sky, clouds seemed to be idly grazing like sheep, and the rumbling from behind them was curiously still. Thank you very much.